Hearing, I'd like to just do a little history lesson, Mr. Chairman, and take you back over 100 years ago when Henry Ford and Thomas Edison were building the first automobile, and they wanted to build an affordable electric car. And in 1914, there was an article in the New York Times where they were lamenting the fact that they had challenges developing a battery with enough range. That sounds familiar. Unfortunately, at the same time, in Texas, they were developing oil fields, and we saw just 2 years after this article, Congress passed a change in the tax law to, in effect, provide oil companies interest-free loans. It was the first fossil fuel subsidy. Our colleagues on the other side of the aisle, for those of us that work on battery and solar and wind and other clean energies, say we shouldn't pick winners and losers. Mr. Chairman, over 100 years ago, we picked a winner and they won for 100 years. And so now we move and we look at the fact that it's no surprise that Henry Ford chose to focus on the technology of the time and developed the internal combustion engine. Now, it's true that my home state of Michigan has benefited from these choices. We put the world on wheels. We are extremely proud of our place in history as we move now to cleaner technologies as well. But I would also say, wouldn't it have been better if we had understood the issues of carbon pollution at the very beginning and had built that in to what was happening? Imagine the difference. Just imagine if we had incentives at the very beginning for battery technology instead of the first fossil fuel subsidy. And imagine if the oil and gas industry had not used their profits in basically every resource to stop efforts to recognize and end carbon pollution or even acknowledge it. Imagine if all of this, Mr. Chairman, had gone into technologies to stop carbon pollution, methane pollution, other greenhouse gases. Imagine what a different world we would have today if all this dark money had gone into a cleaner environment and supporting the realities of science. So the reality is that the climate is changing. We have a climate crisis hitting us over the head every day. I chair the Agriculture Committee. You can't talk to a farmer now that does not acknowledge what is happening. And their long-time efforts and overwhelming financial influence using dark money has cost us precious, precious time. Just last week, we had hail the size of golf balls destroying farms and homes in the small town of Howell, Michigan. And there's story after story of wildfire smoke coming at us, droughts and floods and everything else. And you can tally the total cost in terms of dollars, or you can tally it in terms of lives.
Oh, finally, friends. New details on Social Security and Medicare have been revealed by Congress. GOP lawmakers have also announced that they do not plan on cutting monthly benefits, which is wonderful news for recipients. However, proposed changes do include adjusting the full retirement age over time. My dear friends, I'll be going over how this could affect you, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, this coming Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. Social Security has been around since 1935. Medicare was established in 1965. But while both federal programs have been around for decades, they have undergone some key changes along the way. More reforms could be coming this year, and two huge changes to Medicare and Social Security are also on the table. The Republican Study Committee includes 175 GOP members of the U.S. House of Representatives. This group recently released its proposed federal budget for fiscal year 2024. In the opening letter to this proposed budget, Republican Study Committee Chairman Kevin Hern wrote, "The RSC budget is more than just a financial statement. It is a statement of priorities. Those priorities span multiple issues, but Social Security and Medicare were among the top ones. The largest Social Security reform put forward by the RSC is to make modest adjustments to the retirement age for future retirees to account for increases in life expectancy. The proposed budget document itself did not provide exact details. However, GOP Representative Bill Klein, who chairs the Budget and Spending Task Force, has previously said that the full retirement age for Social Security would be gradually raised from 67 to 69 years old. As for Medicare, the RSC's proposed 2024 budget includes a premium support model for the program. Under this model, private insurance companies would compete with traditional Medicare, including Parts A, B, and D. Seniors would then receive federal subsidies to help pay for whichever Medicare plan that they select. But one of the biggest questions is, will current beneficiaries or Americans nearing retirement be affected by the RSC's proposed Social Security changes? Well, the RSC says no. The RSC Budget and Spending Task Force stated, "We will not now or ever support cutting or delaying retirement benefits for any senior in or near retirement." Representative Klein revealed that the plan was to increase the retirement age by 3 months per year beginning in 2026 for Americans currently age 59 or under until it reaches 69 for anyone turning 62 in 2033. So any senior eligible for Medicare could opt to select a private plan under the premium support model. However, no one would be forced to do so. Individuals would still be able to go with traditional Medicare. Rent prices nationwide are declining and set to fall further in 2023. It could be the push the economy desperately needs to get back on track. In May, the median U.S. asking rent dropped 0.6% year over year to $1,995. This marks the largest annual decline since March 2020. According to data from real estate brokerage Redfin, over the past 9 months, asking rents have decelerated in metros across the country as rental demand fades and vacancy levels climb. Housing costs, including those for both homeowners and renters, account for roughly 1/3 of the consumer price index. It is a measure of inflation. Throughout the crisis, soaring rental prices have helped to drive inflation to historic levels. However, as rents and home prices fall, inflation is coming back down. Lower inflation helps people and businesses better plan how they save and spend, while allowing the Federal Reserve to boost the economy amid a downturn. But central bankers across the globe are delivering a different kind of message, that slow and steady will not win the race against inflation. So even though inflation is slowing in many countries, after more than a year of interest rate hikes, it remains above the 2% level that many central banks are targeting. Rising interest rates is a primary tool that central bankers have at their disposal to get inflation down. And at the same time, research indicates there is a lag effect of at least 12 months from when a central bank acts to when its actions are felt across the economy. That is why the Federal Reserve paused interest rate hikes at its June meeting after 10 consecutive rate hikes since March of last year. Yet many Fed officials are signaling interest rates could go up again next month, since they don't want to risk losing their grip on inflation if they don't act quickly. So dear friends, please let me know how inflation has affected your daily lives. Well, my awesome and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Sunday. My dearest friends, Thank you so very, very much for being here and for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners this coming Friday for the $75 Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. Thank you so much and have a wonderful and very blessed week.